Welcome to the very first Christmas in July ATV run here in beautiful Parrsboro, Nova Scotia. This incredible event was organized by Sam Field along with a fantastic team of volunteers who worked hard behind the scenes to make the day possible. Now, the purpose of this ride is about much more than just hitting the trails. It's all about giving back to the community. Participants were encouraged to bring new toys and then donate them to help ensure that when Christmas arrives, every child in the area has the opportunity to receive a gift and experience the joy of the season. It's an amazing example of a community coming together to make a real difference. So come along for the ride as we explore some of the breathtaking scenery around Parrsboro, enjoy a fantastic day on the trails, meet some wonderful people, and celebrate an event that's all about adventure, generosity, and community spirit. Let's get started. This kind of run is what's called a follow the leader run. That means you just follow the person in front of you, and you also have the responsibility to make sure that the person behind you stays in your rearview mirror. You keep an eye on them. And the benefit of this kind of format is that you don't have to be on your phone wondering, okay, here's the map, should I turn here or not? And other runs will try and use signage and so on, which is also very helpful. But this run's very relaxed. You just follow the person in front of you and make sure you keep the person behind you in your rearview mirror. And that's really all there is to it. Now, Sam was at the head of the pack, and he had a radio. He had a person in the middle of the pack who also had a radio, and then he had a designated person at the back of the pack as well who also had a radio, so they could communicate if there were any issues that came up. They could all stay together as one cohesive group, which is great. Love this style. And as you're going to see, some of the community came out up here to take pictures and so on. This happened a number of times throughout the day where people would be driving by and stop and take pictures to see this large group of ATVs come together to support the community.
Down in Parrsboro town, we rolled out with the dawn, helmet on, hearts open, and the whole day humming strong. Dust on our boots and tires, smiles in every hand. One ride, one big purpose for the kids across this land. Up through the mountain valleys, past the pines and stone, we came as friends and neighbors, and nobody rode alone. Ride on, for the little ones. Ride on, under July sun. Raise it up, lend a hand, give a little if you can. Ride on, for the little ones.
This location here is where we stopped to have lunch, and the Down by the Bay traditional archery group from the local community put this on. They cooked all of us lunch, again at this beautiful location next to this lake. Again, we had good weather, and just so thankful for the community coming together to make it happen. They even thought of little things like making sure we had picnic tables, porta potties, and again, cold drinks, and it was just really well organized, and super thankful for all the small details and the hard work that they put in to making this an enjoyable stop along the way.
It was kindness on display. Ride on, for the little ones. Ride on, under July sun. Raise it up, lend a hand, give a little if you can. Ride on, for the little ones. Toy boxes in the back seats, hoping every town a Christmas in July kind of miracle, going round and round. Old friends, new friends, all pulling as one. That's how small, bright gesture can outshine the sun. Ride on, for the little ones. Ride on, under July sun. Raise it up, lend a hand, give a little right trail, and love was in the dust we raised as we turned that good deed up and nailed it in deed.
Now we're arriving at Glasgow Mountain Lookout, and across the water there, that's Blomidon area, and towards the right of it, which is the middle of our screen, is Cape Split, which is a beautiful area. If you'd like to see this close up, there is a small business, Local Guy Adventures, that can take you out on a boat and show you that area. It's just absolutely breathtaking. I'd certainly recommend it. And here's a drone shot of the same area, Glasgow Mountain Lookout. It's just absolutely beautiful and stunning. And as the camera pans to the right, you can see kind of the Advocate Harbor area off in the distance there. And you can certainly ATV there as well. And you can see one of my previous videos where my brother-in-law did that particular trip. And it's, again, certainly comes highly recommended as well. We then proceeded to head about 12 kilometers east, and this brings us to Kirkhill Road. I'm going to call this Kirkhill Lookout. Again, we're very high up. The camera does not do it justice, and we're able to see out into the bay. And now I'm showing you a drone image from the same lookout area, which gives you a little bit more depth and field of view as well. And so enjoy the views.
At Glasgow Mountain Lookout, we slowed down to see that big white wonder spread out in front of me. Kids in our thoughts now, with every toy we bring. Christmas in July makes the whole place sing. Neighbor to neighbor, hand to hand, a little love goes far across this land.
Well, that's going to wrap up our time here in beautiful Parrsboro, Nova Scotia. What an incredible day it was. I want to give a huge thank you to Sam Field, who organized the event, and this was his idea and he ran with it. The community rallied behind him to help make it happen. I also want to give a thanks to Roy DeGay Sales Limited. They're in Amherst, Nova Scotia, and they brought a 2026 Kawasaki Ridge Crew Platinum Ranch Edition, which is one of the biggest side-by-sides that I've ever seen. And the challenge was to be able to fill the entire side-by-side with toys. Before we headed out in the morning, I could say that we did that. And not only did we do that, we were able to raise thousands of dollars as well to help go towards the community so that this coming Christmas could be a very special Christmas. Events like this remind us that the ATV community is about so much more than riding. It's about helping one another, building friendships, and coming together to make a real difference. Thank you so much for coming along on this adventure. If you enjoyed this video, I really appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who loves the outdoors. Until next time, enjoy the trails, and I'll see you in the next video.